So I'm sitting here today with Sheila King. She's a songwriter, singer, uh, fronted any number of bands. Some of the questions that come to mind, Sheila, when you write songs, how do you come up with your lyrics?
It's kind of interesting because sometimes it comes from an artist, just the instrumental artist. Most times it comes from their influence. But then I can also get a song in my head with the melody and just touch a beat on the keyboard and sing the melody to the song. In that case, I have to have someone to help me facilitate the other instruments because, firstly, I'm not a pianist. You know, That's not my number one gift. I would say that probably entertaining is the best gift that I have, just to make people happy and entertained. So, yeah, so it's several different ways I get it. It's from influences from instrumental. I can get it in my head, a melody, and sing it with a beat. I can play a little bit of chords on the keyboard and play a song, which most of my songs have come from chording the keyboard.
So the process that you use is you'll listen to the music, and as you listen to the music, you come up with the words, and you'll write the words down, and then you'll form a song. And the meaning of the words you consciously get as you write the song, or you think you subconsciously come up with the words?
I don't even think about it, to be honest with you. When I'm writing, I grab a pen wherever I am, and I just write the words down. I don't think about, does this match this? In other words, does this rhyme with this word? So, I mean, I write it really fast. Like Finding Yourself, I wrote it in about 30 seconds. The song Finding Yourself. And it's kind of interesting, after the song comes out and then I listen to it several times, there are different analogies that I get from it. It's kind of interesting, that, like Catching Fireflies, for instance. I just kind of thought, I wrote it out really fast within 15, 20 seconds, and then I started listening to it, and there were so many different metaphors that I got from it, like a childlike song, a remembrance of being a child and seeing fireflies all over the place. And then as I listened to it, I would get other metaphors, like a man that holds a relationship in his fingertips, and there's all these beautiful fireflies, women that are beautiful, and he finds one, he holds it in his fingertips, but maybe he holds it too tightly, puts her in a jar, and then she flies away. So there's several songs like that later on I get different metaphors for.
Can you write to any music, or does it have to be a certain style of music, or how do you determine what music is agreeable towards putting words to?
I don't know. I've written to several different types of music. That's a hard one. My heart is blues, because of my vocals. I tend to want to do jazz or blues or something like that, but I can listen to alternative. I can listen to country, instrumentals, but I can't get words for everything, and I've upset people because they've sent music to me, and it's a gift. I don't think that you can just make yourself have the words. The best songs I've ever done personally, my favorite, like I always tell you, is my last song. But I can't, the words are given, they're given because they just come quickly. So I think that I'm blessed that they just come to me. I don't have to think about this is rhyming to this. So I do classical, alternative, country, children's music, just whatever the music is influenced. And the mood of the music can influence my words. If the music composition is ominous, then my words are going to be a little bit darker. if the artist, if the instrumental artist tends to be on the dark side, my words tend to be on the dark side. But I always try to put a positive message in there somewhere, because I don't want to leave the listener with despair. Did that answer your question?
Yeah. There are certain people you find it easy to write for? The chemistry's more in sync. Other people it's more difficult. You can't make yourself write.
That's true.
I mean,
That's definitely true.
because going back through your repertoire of music, there's a few musicians that you seem to write more for than others. The names keep repeating.
Yes, that's correct. There are people that instantly I get the words for, and I don't have to try, and that is very rare that it just clicks like that. It's like when I was in a band. There were some bands, it just never happened. We would practice and practice and practice, and it just was not going anywhere. And so, but there were other bands that it just immediately clicked, and we were planning gigs like the next week. So it's the same with writing music. It's very personal, and I think there's a subliminal connection between two people that are working on music, and on stage you can look at each other and know what to do so that you don't have a train wreck. I mean, it's just a subliminal spiritual thing.
So I mean, I think it'd be fair to say music is one of the most important things in your life. At what age did you decide that music was going to be so dominant in your life, and how did you grow that talent?
Ooh, that's personal. That's a long story, but I'll try to make it short. I think I've always known that I wanted to sing. I didn't know about the entertainment side, and I definitely didn't know about writing, lyrics or, my own music. I was terrified to sing, and so I did one gig at 11 years old, got a standing ovation of my peers of 500, and that still didn't push me forward. I was very, very shy to the point of trembling when I would sing. So I put it on the back burner for a long time. And so this music came after fronting bands. Writing music, I had to get it out. I had to get the entertainment side of myself out because it was there and it was so strong. So I took to writing, and I thought, you're crazy. You can't write music. You can't write a song. Who do you think you are? You're not a songwriter. And so I did write some pretty bad songs in the beginning, but and I'm still learning. But I think it got better as I got more confident. I think my songwriting got more confident, if that makes sense.
Where do you see your songwriting leading you to ultimately? Where do you see the end play?
Well, I mean, today, like Hello Darkness, that, if I never make a penny, today I had someone tell me that I helped them. Terry and I helped them because they were feeling depression. And depression is something that doesn't stay with you, but when you're in depression, and we all experience it at one time or the other, you feel like it's forever, and you feel despair. And for someone to tell me that it made them feel better, that's all I ever would need. I don't need to have recognition through money. Money's nice when you want to use it to help someone. Like, we have a child that's autistic, and it would be nice to give to the adult program these things. Or like, you're an engineer, so you get paid when you go to work. But musicians, they don't get paid the same way. And I think they're just as valuable as someone, as an engineer, as a nurse, or anything like that. I think it's a talent, and we should be more respectful.
This has been an interview with Sheila King, singer, songwriter, and entertainer. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you.